Welcome to Remnant 101 at the City on the Hill Church. I'm Associate Pastor Benji Lalean. God's remnant desires a purified mouth and tongue. I know this is one of my most talked about subjects, but it's also something that I know in my heart that God is looking for. We're going to take a look at Zephaniah chapter 3, beginning in verse 9. It says, "For then I will restore to the peoples a pure language, that they all may call on the name of the Lord, to serve him with one accord." Go down to verse 13. It says, "The remnant of Israel shall do no unrighteousness and speak no lies, nor shall a deceitful tongue be found in their mouth. For they shall feed their flocks and lie down, and no one shall make them afraid." And while speaking of the remnant of Israel that will remain faithful to God and receive salvation from Christ, Zephaniah speaks multiple times about their mouths and their tongues. Pure language is referenced as being restored to this remnant, implying that people who desire, as a key word, desire, to remain faithful to God while the world does otherwise, like today, must allow God to purify their mouths and their language. Referring, of course, to everything that goes with it: profanity, self-uplifting, gossip, lies, the list goes on. It's also implied in many areas in the Bible that words are an indication of the sin of pride. In verse 13 it says, "Nor shall a deceitful tongue be found in their mouth," implying that God expects his faithful remnant to be sincere in the words that they speak to others, not leading them in the wrong direction, such as leading a person who sins to believe that their sin is okay, or leading a good person in the direction of sin. People will realize and notice that while the world is used to impure words all over the place, even from Christians, there's a small group of people that make a point to only allow truth, purity, and uplifting words to come out of their mouths. This is one of the many things that makes God's remnant different. People get very sensitive about their ability to say whatever they want. They'll defend it with anger. They'll clap back and spew insults and words of hate. They've done that to me on multiple occasions. That's where the sin of pride comes into play, by the way. But if we desire to remain faithful to God, we can't be bothered by that. We're different because we don't care about pleasing man. We care about pleasing God. We're not different because we try to please God. We're different because we desire and stop at nothing to please God. People may try, but if it interferes with the worldly affairs that they care about and things like their ability to say whatever they want, they'll drop it because there was no real desire to please God. Maybe they'll try to bridle their tongue in certain circumstances or around certain people, but they let go of control of their mouths outside of the circumstances or when they're alone. To please God, you have to desire with your heart to do it. You have to desire a purified mouth and tongue so that the circumstances that you're in do not matter. You, with zealousness, won't allow a single impure word to come out of your mouth, no matter where you are, what you're doing, who you're with, or even if you're alone. It takes a whatever it takes kind of desire to do that, because words can turn into habits as quickly as anything. Desiring to please God with words or anything can't have limits or boundaries. The desire must always be at work every hour of every day. It's part of being the remnant. It's part of being different, and it's part of holiness, which we've been talking about a lot lately. There's no feeling like knowing that you've pleased God. So let that be your desire and put it to work nonstop, words and all. God bless you.